Hi everyone, Pratima here, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE, Samsung's latest mid-range tablet for 2025. Now, if you look at the tablet market, Samsung was actually the #1 brand in India in 2024. The reason for that is number one, of course, the brand value. Number two, they have the best retail presence, and number three, they are quite aggressive during online sales. And this year, like the S9 FE, the Tab S10 FE also looks like a decent tablet for the price. We get a brand new chipset powering it, it is lighter than before, and we get an inbuilt stylus. But there are a couple of things I desperately wanted Samsung to improve here, which they haven't. But before moving on, I want to give you a small tip on digital privacy. So did you guys know that every time you go online, there are people spying on you? And no, incognito mode does nothing to prevent that. What you need is a reliable VPN service like CyberGhost. It's so easy to use, and I can select over 100 locations to encrypt and reroute all my traffic. This way, no one will even know about your online activity. CyberGhost also unlocks geo-restricted games and content from over 40 streaming platforms, and you can even score better deals online by simply changing your virtual location. It works on all major devices and operating systems, and you can protect up to 7 devices at the same time, perfect for sharing with friends and family. CyberGhost is a trusted platform with 38 million users worldwide and more than 20,000 excellent reviews on Trustpilot. And the best part is that you can get 84% off their plan, plus 4 months free, plus a 45-day money-back guarantee if you subscribe to CyberGhost from the link given in the description. At first, let me talk about the positives, and I really like how Samsung has somehow brought down the weight of the Tab S10 FE without making much changes to the build quality. You still get an all-metal build with metal frames while having the same 8000 mAh battery capacity as last year. So as a result, holding this tablet is not much of a muscle exercise compared to the Tab S9 FE. In fact, these rounded edges and the proportionate weight distribution make it a very, very comfortable tablet to hold. But what I absolutely love about its build are 3 things actually. Number one, you get an official IP68 dust and water rating, which no other tablet provides at this very price range. Like, you can accidentally spill water or tea on it and the tablet will still be intact. It's such a nice quality of life feature to have. Number two, you get a fingerprint sensor here, which is more accurate than just pins and patterns, and it's also more convenient. Number three, Samsung includes a stylus in the box itself. It's not the Pro version with Bluetooth. You only get the regular version here, which does not support air gestures. But I appreciate that you don't have to buy it separately or look for a third-party option. And this is a perfectly workable stylus for note-taking, drawing, and stuff. It's really comfortable to hold. There isn't much delay. It sticks magnetically on the side like this, so you don't have to worry about storing it separately. Although I do wish that the magnets here were a bit stronger. Now, one of the other positives about this tablet is that it has really good battery life. I was able to get an easy 8-hour screen on time from this thing, which is almost the same as I got with the Xiaomi Pad 7 and the iPad 11 Gen. Next is the software, and here the Tab S10 FE is one of the first Samsung tablets to get the One UI 7, and Samsung's software experience on a tablet is just great. They have optimized it for larger screens really well, from being able to just drag and drop apps for split screen to fitting 3 apps simultaneously for multitasking, plus an extra floating window, to easy accessibility of the taskbar, to S Pen features like scribble to text are really, really useful. We can also save app pairs here like on the Xiaomi Pad 7, which is quite handy if you want to save your favorite app pairs to open in split screen at the same time. But not to forget, this tablet will receive a total of 7 years of updates, so we might get new features every year. And they also have their own ecosystem thing going on like Apple. So if you have multiple Samsung devices, you can take advantage of it with features like app continuity. And then there is auto switch, which means if you get a call on your phone, you can pick it up on your tablet, etc. Now, I am someone who is hooked on the Apple ecosystem, and switching to the Samsung one was actually a seamless experience, so that's nice too. Okay, now let's talk about the things that I wish Samsung had done better here. First of which has to be the refresh rate. I mean, the 90Hz refresh rate on this tablet isn't as bad as 60Hz on the iPad 11 Gen, but upgrading to at least 120Hz would have made the experience so much smoother, especially on a bigger screen like this. But considering the price, the LCD screen on the Tab S10 FE is quite nice and bright. It's very responsive too, but an AMOLED screen would have given Samsung a competitive edge. And also, the viewing angles and contrast and the black levels would have been better. Likewise, I was also expecting some sort of display protection this time to at least protect the screen on the S10 FE from scratches and oleophobic coating to prevent smudges like on the iPad, but that's not the case here either. The Tab S10 FE has a nice set of stereo speakers though, balanced enough for a good multimedia experience, but then again, if I have to compare, the Xiaomi Pad 7's quad speakers sound more fuller and a bit louder. Anyway, I think the biggest complaint I have with the Tab S10 FE is its performance. It is powered by the Exynos 1580 chip, yes, the same one we get on the Galaxy A56, and while this chipset performs relatively better on the A56, it feels much slower on this tablet. As a result, app opening takes half a second, there's a slight lag when you reach for the multitasking tray time and again, and especially if you have multiple apps opened in split screen at the same time and you try to write something with the S Pen, there is a noticeable delay. And of course, this chipset is not something that can handle gaming very well. First of all, Samsung is yet to optimize the Exynos 1580 for 60 FPS gaming on PUBG. Right now, the max you can get is 30 FPS, and second, even at 30 FPS, the gameplay feels really jittery. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not saying this tablet is painfully slow and unusable. For normal tasks like browsing the internet, watching videos, or taking video calls, it is good enough. Even light games like Clash of Clans and Subway Surfers all feel smooth here. It's just that when you compare the Tab S10 FE with something like the iPad 11 Gen with the A16 chip or the Xiaomi Pad 7 with the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 side by side, Samsung's tablet feels slower and weaker, whether it's benchmarks, gaming, or anything heavy duty. So basically at this point, Samsung's strength lies in the software. The UI is clean, it's easy to use, it has some useful AI features like circle to search and object eraser. There are some fun tricks in their Notes app that students can take advantage of, etc, etc. However, performance still remains the biggest hurdle for me to recommend this tablet to you guys, because a tablet isn't something that people upgrade often. For instance, if I buy a tablet today, I will want to use it for at least 3 to 4 years, which I am skeptical the Exynos 1580 can handle over time. So if you are an absolute casual user who does nothing more than watching YouTube videos, taking video calls, taking notes, browsing the internet, and you use a Samsung phone and absolutely want a Samsung tablet, this makes sense to get. Otherwise, if you're looking for a better value with better specs, for me, the Xiaomi Pad 7 or the iPad 11 Gen are better and cheaper options. Or if you want a cheaper Samsung tablet with similar specs, the Tab S9 FE is available for 30,000 rupees, which is not a bad deal either. Alright everybody, that is all for this video. Don't forget to click in the description link to get the special discount CyberGhost VPN is granting to our channel users. This application will protect your data while you browse and give you full access to all the blocked content on the internet for just $2.3 a month. Totally risk-free, so check it out, link in the description below.